Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is, as you can see, my first YouTube video, and I want to talk on something that I've noticed based on personal experience. So this video is more of personal experience oriented than academically researched topics. Sorry. So I have noticed that fathers who who love their children so much but are abusive to their partners. Take note, they love their children so much but they are abusive to their partners. I have noticed something. I feel like they see their partners, their wives, or maybe not, maybe their girlfriends, but they have children, as another man's child, another man's possession. That is, they're married to this person or they are with this person, but they still feel like, this person is not actually my flesh and blood. Rather, their children, now when it comes to their children, they see their children as, this is my flesh and blood, this is my child. This person, I am legally entitled to this person. Now, most of these fathers, they love these children, okay? They love their children. They love their children so much. They can do many things for their children. But you also tend to notice that in as much as they love their children, a certain time will reach when the child will grow up and realize that, this thing that my father was doing to my mother, or this thing that my father was doing to his partner, is wrong. Very wrong. I wouldn't want to be treated like that. So I shun against another person doing the same. And then this tends to make the father see a little conflict begins, because the father will be like, I've never treated you wrongly, why are you behaving like this? And then the child will be like, why did you do that to another person, another human being that you're supposed to love and cherish? It brings about a conflict where the man is like, I did everything for you. This makes me today wonder, does the father see the child as somebody that they love or a responsibility? These two things can coexist. The father can see the child as, I love you so much, my child, and can still see the child as a responsibility. It then depends on the one that takes the utmost majority. That is, do you see the child as a responsibility more than you love the child, or do you love the child more than you see the child as a responsibility? Or on an equilibrium, you can love the child and see your child as a responsibility. But now, the situation is, when these fathers who saw that their partner as another person's child, another person's flesh and blood, and not mine, and so this helped them to be abusive, it actually helped them to remove any guilt they might have felt being abusive to their partner, be it mentally, emotionally, morally, or worse, physically. It makes them to not feel guilty about it, because this person, I am not tied to this person by blood. But to their children, they are tied to that person by blood. So now it feels like a betrayal that the child is talking back against them. After everything, there's always that quote of, after everything I've done for you. And this makes me remember a Shanspel video I watched, where said that children become possessions. Children become what you own. So now this father behaving well to this child because he sees the child as something that belongs to him. Now when this child grows up and is like, I don't like what you did to your partner, or I don't like what you did to my mother, it looks like the child is rebelling and the child is hating on him, or after everything the child still decides to do this and do that, and that becomes an issue in the home, that becomes an issue in the house. And you see this thing as a challenge that cannot be easily fixed, because the father sees the child as my possession. Taking me back to that Shanspel video that I just said and talked about. And now I post nostalgic content a lot because I do reminisce about when I was little and how life was sweet then. But in as much as I post nostalgic content, I do not forget that time I really wanted to grow up. It's something I remember remembering or something I remember thinking all the time. I want to grow up, I want to be free. But I was not actually changed, but I was told what to do. And sometimes what I was told to do, I loved it so much, or I did not love it, but it was for my own benefit, and it was positive reinforcement, positive discipline. But there were some times I just wanted to do what I want to do. And as a child, I was not allowed that. I was told what to do, and I must do what I've been told to do. So you see, it kind of makes the father feel like this child, and then there's a whole problem there. So this is just me trying to put in my own input in this little way, because I do not know, like, there are more things to chip in, of course, especially if someone does research properly. But this is just what I feel based on personal experience, based on something I have seen and something I have actually seen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying to the end. If you did, I really appreciate, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.